Hey guys, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Mr. Robert. Hang tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
Alright guys, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. Like I said, I'm your host, Mr. Rob here, hanging out with you on this beautiful Monday for a little Monday motivationals. Just wrapping up a workout on my way home. Hopefully with this time without incident. Just a real quick little story for you. Like yesterday, I'm walking home from the gym and I almost got beat up in the middle of the street. You know, I end every video with the message that we have to take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and we got to do a better job, people, because this was just unsolicited, uncalled for. I'm trying to cross the street. I think the guy was trying to be nice and wave me across the street and give me the right of way, not knowing that there's more cars coming behind him or something. I don't know. But he literally got out of the car and wanted to beat me up. Luckily, his friend jumped out and ushered him back inside his vehicle. But it's just dude, what were you thinking, man? I don't know. I couldn't believe it. Sunday afternoon, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, beautiful day, and this guy's got nothing better to do than jump out of the car and want to beat somebody up. But we got to do better, people. We got to do better at taking care of each other, taking care of ourselves, not letting our tempers get the best of us. And I mean, that goes for me too. I think we can all do better. I think that's the whole point. I always, we got Star Wars Day coming up, and I think there's a solid message in Star Wars and what George Lucas has put together, even if you're not into science fiction and you're not into all that. There is a certain message, and that is, that nothing's impossible. Sorry, we had some audio interference going on there, but yeah, even if you're not a fan of Star Wars and science fiction and all that, I think there's something to be said about the aspect of the actual movie making and the making of what we know as Star Wars. And that is the first movie came out, it was great, it was amazing, but then it's, there's always this room for improvement. And that's, where the second and third film come in. And then he said, no, there's even more we can do. And he started working with the digital effects and all this green screen and trying to bring all these things to life. And millions and millions of digital shots being compiled together, and dozens and dozens and hundreds of people working around the clock trying to make this thing work. And they pull off the impossible. They do it. He sets impossible task in front of them to bring to life the story that's just bouncing around in his head, and they do it. And even though, many will argue Episode 1 isn't the greatest Star Wars movie or even one of the best movies, it started something. It started a whole new era of movie making, of digital technology. And when the creators of that, all the set designers and concept artists and digital artists, finally achieved those goals, he was like, all right, great, amazing, good job. Now I want you to do more. I want you to do it again, but I want you to do it bigger. I want you to do it better. I want you to do it faster, more intense. And they were like, that's impossible. That's crazy. There's no way. Like, we killed ourselves to do this the first time. And you want us to do it again? And then they did it again. And then the third one came around. He said, okay, I know I tasked you with doing the impossible once and twice, but now I'm going to task you with the impossible one more time. And they did it. You know, it's like, they might not be some of the greatest works, but they set their goals and they accomplished those goals. And I think there's something to be said in that. Like, there's always a room for improvement, you know? Like, and again, like, how do you improve on something as amazing as the original Star Wars? Well, you just keep pushing yourself, keep pushing the boundaries, keep setting new goals, and you just keep moving forward, knocking those goals out one by one. And when those are knocked out, you set a whole new list, a whole new group, and you do it again and again and again and again. I think another great piece of advice you could take away from Star Wars, even if you're not a huge Star Wars fan, is that you can't always buy into the negative feedback from others. You know, like, you know, Star Wars is a franchise for the fans. It's not a franchise really for the critics or for the producers or for the executives and the money makers behind it all. It's a product of the fans, and it's a product for the fans. And again, when the original film hit, you know, like, the fans loved it, but critics didn't. Producers and people putting the movie together didn't understand it, didn't even know what it was, they didn't get it. But the fans, it resonated with them right away. It became something very important to them. And in fact, that, you know, it actually inspired, you know, future filmmakers. And the same can be said with, like, the prequels and all the spin-offs that have been out there. Like, true, it might not be the best filmmaking, it might not be the best work out there, but somewhere out there's some little boy, some little girl watching this and being inspired to maybe tell their own stories, you know, to make their own Star Wars. And that's, I think, what the important piece is. It's not doing what you do to make everybody happy, but just doing what you do to make those happy around you and those important to you, you know? As long as the fans are happy, who cares? Who cares what the critics say? So that's my message to you, whether you're near, far, in a galaxy far, far away, just be your true self. Do what makes you happy, regardless of what those around you think. And just know that, you know, the hard work you put in, it will pay off. It might be maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. It might be in a, you know, it might be a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away when it finally starts to hit. But like I said, you know, those are the lessons I think we should take with us. Just keep pushing, keep working, keep knocking those goals out, keep doing the best you can do. Never stop moving forward. Because once you stop moving forward, the story stops being told, you know? And I think that's the most important piece, again, as we go into this week, getting ready to celebrate Star Wars weekend. Is that, you know, if we don't keep moving forward, those stories just stop getting told. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, you guys, as I walk home from the gym. I made it home safely. No one tried to beat me up. Remember to take care of yourself, take care of each other. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Take care, guys. See ya.